Heavy landslide in Wayanad. On July 30, a series of devastating landslides hit the hilly area of Kerala's Wayanad district, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. The disaster was triggered by heavy rains in Wayanad, more than 500 mm of rainfall. The landslide has claimed 334 lives, over 200 injuries, and left 276 people missing, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in Kerala's history. Search and rescue operations are ongoing to find survivors and recover the bodies of those who did not survive. The most significant impact was observed in Mundakai and Churalmala villages. The rescue operation involved various agencies, including the Indian Army, the Kerala State Relief Team, and the National Disaster Response Force. In Mundakai village, which was cut off from the rest of the district, rescuers have erected makeshift bridges and pulleys over rivers to transport stranded people to safety. However, the lack of proper roads or bridges has hindered the rescue efforts. The landslides have also destroyed homes and infrastructure, leaving many without shelter or basic necessities. In response, the Kerala government has established 45 relief camps in Wayanad, providing shelter to more than 3,000 displaced individuals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced payments of Rs 2 lakh to relatives of the dead and 50,000 rupees to each injured. The Kerala government also opened a relief fund to fight this disaster, and several wealthy people came forward to help. The tragedy has left entire communities in mourning, and the human cost of the disaster is immense. As the rescue efforts continue, the focus is on providing medical aid, shelter, and essential non-food items to the affected communities. The landslides in Wayanad serve as a stark reminder of the importance of disaster preparedness and the need to address the underlying factors that contribute to such tragedies such as climate change and environmental degradation. Heavy rain led disastrous flood in Gujarat. Heavy rains have flooded cities in Gujarat, India, and Pakistan's coastal areas along the Arabian Sea. Thousands have been forced from their homes as rain partially submerges vehicles and roads in Gujarat. Officials report at least 28 deaths this week due to rain-related incidents in Gujarat. Meteorologists warn of more heavy downpours and strong winds as a cyclonic storm is expected to develop. Over 18,000 people have been evacuated from coastal cities since August 25, with the army assisting in relief efforts. Gujarat has been hit by cyclone Biparjoy last year, causing damage and requiring the evacuation of more than 180,000 people. Jamnanagar, a city with the world's largest oil refinery complex, has also been affected by the heavy rains. The deep depression of Gujarat is expected to intensify into a cyclonic storm by August 30. Building collapses on busy street as powerful quake hits Taiwan. At a depth of 30 kilometers south of the city of Hualien, located in Taiwan, a powerful earthquake with a magnitude of 7.4 occurred. Seismological services immediately warned population about the possible danger and urged them to follow safety measures. The earthquake damaged several buildings in the region, including residential and commercial properties. According to preliminary data, there is informed about the wounded, but the exact number of victims has not yet been specified. Rescue services quickly began work to provide assistance to the victims and assess the damage. Residents are urged to be careful and avoid staying near destroyed buildings and dangerous areas. Due to the earthquake, subsequent aftershocks are possible, so the public advised to stay in touch with local authorities and follow the instructions of specialists.
This is not
This is not the first major earthquake to hit Taiwan in recent years. Rescuers and emergency services rushed to the scene to assist the victims and assess the damage. Taiwanese authorities have declared a state of emergency in the region, urging residents to adhere to regulations and stay a safe distance from damaged buildings. Residents of nearby areas report panic and fear, some of them evacuated to safe places. 26th of December 2004, date yet to our memory. It was on this day the world woke up to one of the deadliest natural disasters recorded in history. Japanese term tsunami. It was a Sunday morning on December 26, 2004. A massive tsunami triggered by an undersea earthquake in Indonesia struck the South Indian coast. The magnitude of 9.3 Richter scale near Sumatra triggered a tsunami in the Indian Ocean, generating 10 waves of height. It caused severe damages to life and property in the coastal states, especially Tamil Nadu. The impact of tsunami resulted in loss of livelihood, starvation, and increased migration. People lost their source of income. Agricultural lands were damaged. It is an eye-opener to all coastline, and several warning systems for tsunami detection were established. On Monday, June 27, a tornado hit the small historic fishing town of Zierikzee in the Netherlands, blowing the roofs off several houses and toppling trees onto cars. The Royal Netherlands Meteorological Institute reported that the wind in storm passing through the country reached a speed of about 75 kilometers per hour. Footage on social media showed debris swirling through the air. Other images showed the tornado itself spiraling towards the ground. People stopped their cars or left their restaurant tables to watch. Major devastation by the whirlwind can be seen in several streets. Trees also fell and the windows of houses cracked. Local authorities said that around 20 rented houses have been damaged by the twister, and the municipality will provide shelter for affected residents. Emergency services were still assessing the extent of the damage. Zierikzee is located about 140 kilometers southwest of Amsterdam and has some 10,000 residents. According to the local media, the Netherlands experiences several tornadoes a year, but the last most devastating one to hit the country was in 1992. And the news was read by Sajina. Have a nice day.